Hey, what's up with y'all? If y'all can hear me, give me a thumbs up emoji. I got a crook in my neck, man. I didn't sleep right. So, I'm just gonna get right into it because I see the thumbs up emoji. Some of you already know what it is. It's been a lot going on, and I haven't made an Afro chat about it in a while, but I will. I will most definitely make an Afro chat talking about some things. I got a little bit of time, you know what I'm saying, since I'm sitting out here waiting on my friend. So I got a little time to talk about some things. Hey, what's up with y'all too? You feel me? You know what it is. Okay, so the first line of things that I want to talk about is I've talked about emotional manipulation, right? I've talked about that a lot. And I feel like we have to be careful to not allow ourselves to be manipulated emotionally. Like, things happen in our society to get us all riled up, to get us all angry and upset and outraged to the point where we just don't act at all. We just be so upset, you know what I'm saying? And it just be a mess, you know what I'm saying? Now, what I'm talking about is everything that happened with Breonna Taylor, right? Now, we know that this is what they do. They try to criminalize the person that they're talking about. You know what I'm saying? They make up all these stories and try to make them out to be like the worst people ever and all of that type of stuff, right? And then they prepare themselves and they don't give us the justice that we deserve, and we're outraged every time. And it's like, if you don't show your outrage, you're not considered woke. So people are like, you know, we should be upset about this, right? We should be upset. But at the same time, it's like, we have to start doing something, you know, like. And what I don't like is that I'll see on a lot of these bigger pages, like, you guys, it's so crazy to me. I'll see on a lot of these bigger pages with people who got like a lot of following or whatever, and they're always like trying to get people riled up. They're always on some, now is the time to act, you feel me? If y'all not doing nothing, then y'all not really with the cause, and we gotta be out in these streets. Out in these streets doing what? What are we doing out in these streets? Marching and protesting? Now look, I'm not knocking marching and protesting because it has its place, you feel me? If you going out and you marching and protesting, that's all fine and dandy. Go ahead, do that, do you. But just know that there's another side that has to happen, you feel me? There's another side that has to happen with this. And people think that you're lazy or selfish when you're trying to get yourself together. I've been telling you guys this for the longest. I made a whole Afro chat about how you are the solution. We want to see change. We about what's the solution and where are our leaders? You're the leader. You're the solution. Overall change starts with the individual. How can I help anyone else to get them in a better position? How can I help any of my people financially? How can I employ any of my people? How can I educate any of my people? And if I'm not in a position to do that for myself. You know what I'm saying? How is that possible? How is that possible, you guys? It's not a lazy thing to get yourself, it's not a selfish or a lazy thing to get yourself together so you can be in the position to help other people. You know, but we got all these people, all these so-called woke people who all they do, I swear to you guys, that they love Black Death. And you know why they love Black Death? Because that's their livelihood. They're supported by the fact that Black people are killed in the streets, because that's the only time they talking. The only time they got something to say is when somebody gets murdered by the police. That's the only time they want to rally and rile everybody up. Other than that, they quiet as a church mouse. Ain't got nothing to say about nothing. Your whole livelihood depends on the fact that Black people are dying. Soon as another one gets shot by the police, you can't wait to plaster it up on your page. Y'all, we got to be out in these streets. We got to be protesting and marching. We got to do something. If you ain't angry, you're not a man. If you're not angry, you're not a woman, and all this other type of nonsense. They just can't wait. My homegirl, she's calling me. I probably should answer that. Y'all, give me 1 second. Don't go nowhere, okay? Hey. All right. Appreciate y'all. But I thank y'all for staying tuned in, by the way. Now, look. We can't be doing all that other stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, Somebody said financial literacy, credit repair, all the other type of stuff. Exactly, you guys. Like, I understand being upset. We have just cause to be angry, but that's like a surface level thing. And a lot of people stay on this I'm angry wave. Like, oh, let's be angry. Let's take to the streets. You ain't out here in the streets and all that other type of stuff. Let me tell you something. If you want to call me not woke because I'm not out in the streets, then I'm not woke then. I promise you, you won't catch me out marching and protesting. That's something I'm not going to be doing. I'm sorry. That just ain't me, though. You feel me? I'm not going to be out there doing that. Y'all still able to see the live? Because I feel like ain't no comments coming through or nothing. I don't know if this is working or not. But regardless, look, this is what it has to be, you guys. We have to understand that we cannot just be on some like emotion-based logic and thinking, okay? All that emotion-based stuff where we allow the media and all that to manipulate our emotions. We get so manipulated in everything. We be all upset. Everybody be all mad and everything. We knew what was going to happen. You know what I'm saying? And then we be all angry and upset when like something happened. Tory Lanez, now everybody all mad about him and all that. It's like, we got to stay focused on something. You know what I'm saying? And what we should stay focused on is getting ourselves in a better position. That's what we got. That's what the focus got to be. Getting ourselves in a better position, you know? Like, we cannot, like we sit up and we talk about this, like, oh, the black community, we're so disenfranchised and we have to come together and do this. Look, I got to do, you feel me? That's what it starts with. That's what it starts with. I have to do. I have to get myself in a position to where I can actually be of service to my people. That's what it got to be. You know what I'm saying? That's what it has to be at this point. Like, we can't sit up and just be mad and go marching and stuff. I mean, because it feels good. Like, I've actually gone out and protested before. And I know that it feels good. Just like a high that you get. You be out there, you be around the people, the energy is high. You can be all riled up. And it can become a very addicting thing. Because it is. Everybody moving and they marching in one move. And, you know, then the police come with the tear gas and all that. It's a whole wave. It's the same way people get all in their emotions, like at a church service. You know what I'm saying? The music be sounding good. People get all in their emotions and they be all riled up. It's all the same type of stuff. It's all the same type of high that you get. So I understand it. But we got to do a little bit more than that. You know what I'm saying? We can't just be emotion based all the time. Is what I'm saying. Because it's all the same stuff. I've been protesting before. I know what that feels like to be out and you yelling and you saying black power and you got on your get up and you know what I'm saying and all that type of stuff, whatever it is. I know what that's like. I know what it's like, and it does. There's a feeling and you come back and you feel accomplished and you feel like you've done something good, and you have done something good, but that can't be all you do. And we can't, like, if we have like a following and all that type of stuff where people actually like listen to the stuff that we say, that can't be the it. We got to encourage people to get themselves in a better position. You know what I'm saying? We really have to. Like, and it starts with you. We always be doing this collective talk. Like, black people collectively, we got to do this. No. You get yourself in a better position. And then you will attract other people that are in a better position. And then y'all coming together and do something. Because there's going to be a lot of people that ain't going to be with the wave, y'all. It's going to be a lot of people that's not going to be with the wave. And it's not like something's wrong with them. But it's just like some people have a certain mentality and some people don't. You know what I'm saying? Like, they have a mentality and other people do not have that same mentality. So we have to understand that there's different type of people in this world. There's people who are okay with working for someone else, being an employee and all that. And there's nothing wrong with that. I'm not knocking it, because the employees, the people that be working for other people are the ones. That's my demographic. That's the people that I sell products to. So I'm not mad at y'all at all. If that's what you want to do, fine. Let that be your lane. Let that be what you do. But when we sit and be talking about black people collectively need to do this, we ain't even understanding the type of people that we dealing with. There's a lot of different people who have different kind of roles. You know what I'm saying? So if we, the ones who actually want to do something, want to get something like accomplished and be on the forefront and help to lead our people into a better position, we have to be the ones to like do what we need to do for ourselves and then get with other like-minded people like that. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm going to say this. I know you guys know I come from the scripture a lot. It's a scripture where it's this dude at the pool of Bethesda, right? Now, that was a pool. It was like a little pool or whatever. The man had been paralyzed. Now, I need you guys to listen to this parable. This man had been paralyzed for 38 years. He was sick. You feel me? He couldn't walk. And every time, like the story goes like this. You know, when you guys hear the thing that say, wade in the water, God's going to trouble the water. It's about the pool of Bethesda, right? So every season or whatever, the angel would come down and trouble the water, right? And whoever got in the water first would get healed of whatever sickness that they had. Now, Jesus came up to the man. Now, this is the parable. I need you guys to listen to this. Don't be sitting up like, oh, she's talking about scripture. Just listen. Just listen for a second, okay? Because I'm not trying to get y'all to be Christians or nothing. I just want you guys to understand what I'm talking about. Just listen to the story. It's a story, okay? Now, Jesus come to the dude. He asks him, wilt thou be made whole, right? Now, that seems like a stupid question to ask somebody. Somebody's clearly sick. They're clearly sick. They can't walk. It seems like you wouldn't even have to ask them that. You don't even have to ask them, will you be made whole? Of course. It seems like the answer would be of course, right? But see, the fact remains that despite the fact that this person was in a bad position, Jesus knew that he couldn't even do nothing with this person if they didn't want it. So he had to ask him. He had to ask him, do you want this? Do you want to be in a better position? And the man didn't even say yes. That's the crazy thing about it. The man gave him an excuse. When the angel come and trouble the water, I don't have nobody to put me in the water. But he didn't ask him all of that. He didn't ask him about whether or not he has somebody to put him in the water. So the point I'm making is this. A lot of our people will say a lot of things. They'll be sitting there right by the pool like they want to be healed, like they want to be whole, like they want something out of life. But as soon as you ask them, do they really want it? They'll give you an excuse. And that's a lot of the people. That's a lot of our people that we deal with. And that's the reason why that story is important, because it lets you know the mentality of what we're dealing with here. It's a lot of people that's on the forefront who are leading the way, but the majority of our people are on the side of the pool. And they don't even know if they want this. They don't even know if they want it. We ask them, do you want for all of our people to be in a better position? And they give an excuse. Ain't that what happened? Don't we say, hey, don't we want to be in a better position? Don't we want to live well? We don't want to be disenfranchised anymore. And then they give you an excuse. Well, the white man did this and they don't allow us to give what the other communities have. We give so many excuses. So when you know what you're dealing with, you have to let people know that it's much deeper than just going out marching and protesting. You feel me? This is a mental thing that we're dealing with. And if we want for our people to be in a better position, we have to focus on letting them know, so that the people who do understand what it's going to take to get us in a different position are the ones who are doing it. You know what I'm saying? Now, I know what it is. I'm the type of person who, I'm a part of the 5%, as the nation talks about. I don't know if y'all know about what the Nation Islam say, that there's 10% of the people who's terrible and they take advantage of the 85%, and the 85% don't know what's going on, but the 5%ers are the one who know what's going on and want to change things, right? So we have to understand that dynamic, and you have to understand what percentage you fall into. And it's not even to be mad about it. If you're a part of the 85%, that ain't nothing to be like, oh, well, da, da, da. And I ain't gonna never be one of those people who be on here making it seem like everybody gotta have a business and everybody has to do this. Some people don't want that. Some people just want to exist and enjoy their families. And there's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that at all. Nothing wrong with that at all. So we just have to understand, because we do all this collective talk when that never works. You're never gonna get 100% of black people to move the same way. So the point I'm making is this: overall change starts with the individual. Instead of us sitting up getting mad and emotional every time something happens, you feel me? Instead of us getting all angry and upset to the point where we don't even make any moves, we have to do what we need to do personally. I'm doing what I have to do personally to get myself in a better position. I'm making goals of how much money I want to make every month, and it increases every month. You feel me? I'm making goals about how many different sources of income I'm having. I'm making moves about getting my credit together, stuff falling off left and right. It starts with me. And then once I'm in a better position, I can put other people in a better position. You feel me? Once I have successful businesses, then I can actually employ more of my people and put them in a position to employ other people. So it starts with the individual. Okay? That's what I wanted to talk about, because I see way too many people on here that's led by emotion. Men too. Men be led by emotion and be encouraging the people that follow them to be led by emotion too. We can't move on emotions. The nation say another thing: rise above emotion into the thinking of God. You feel me? We can't be operating in emotion. We got to operate on strategy and logic. So you ain't gonna see me sitting up posting a video. I'm posting Afro Chat. I just can't believe it. The system has failed us. They didn't convict any of the cops that murdered Breonna Taylor. Like, I know that, man. Did we not know this? You think they waited all this time? You think they gathered all this opposing evidence to offer up a conviction? Is that what you think? You think that they allowed stuff to simmer down, allowed sports and all that to happen back up just so that they can give us what we asked them for? We knew this was coming, but on cue, we like being outraged because it's cool. It's cool right now to be socially conscious. Hey, what's up with you? Ayana just pulled up. I'm gonna have to get off the live. But it's cool right now to be like socially conscious and aware, and like, all that's cool. All of that is like the thing. It's like in style to be woke and all of that. This got to go past being a trend. Do the self-work. That's all I'm going to say. I'm going to leave y'all with that. Do the self-work. The homegirl, Divine Stargate, just pulled up. We about to link. You feel me? But do the self-work. Okay, I'm going to post this on my IGTV story if you want to go back and refer to it. But do the self-work. Understand that overall change starts with the individual, all right? I love y'all. Okay?